So, good evening and welcome to Season 12 of NXTGEN. We're here at Bathurst for the Group A Tourers. This is round number 10 of the 12-round season. Only 2 rounds left of the championship. After this, it's going to get very, very interesting. So tonight we have Whitford going for a big spin at the chase. That's actually a very, very big spin. Not ideal for him. But we have Tim, Verzot, One High Mofo, Whitford Zero, Envoy Extreme, Slider Gas, Shockshaft, CZet, RS Jim, Scooby, Fraser, and Jamie FL30 in at the moment. There's meant to be one more. So hopefully we'll be able to get the man in. Big driver announcement, Omega is now had to pull out due to personal reasons, which is very understandable, and we do wish him all the best with his endeavours. Hopefully in the top right of your screens you should have an eye thing, because if you haven't seen round number 9 from last week at Ruin Leia Sart, definitely one to watch. It was a very interesting one, and we ended up having a there he is, Jack Team 53 synopsis. I think it was him that ended up having to leave his own session, which is interesting. Could cause some variances in certain ways. But yeah, on the eye there's a link to round number 9. So hopefully you can catch up with the season so far. As Jack powers through the right-hander. Don't forget, do comment during the qualifying and the race. It's interesting to know everyone else's thoughts and plans on this. But the current championship standings then, let's have a look. So, after Ruin Leia Sart, we have Scooby G does lead the title race at the moment with 142 points, followed by Jamie FL30, on 120, Slider Gas on 118, Omega on 109, Jax on 107 with Fraser on 106, Whitford's on 95 with RSGM on 85, Cam is on 64 with Shockshaft on 63, Edie's on 62, One Home Mofo on 62, Adabaris on 53, Boy Raxa 43, Tim on 31, Mirago Slides on 26 with Royston 23, Envoy Extremes on 18 with Ginge 12 and RDJ on 8. So this circuit, very long and very, very difficult. Jamie set the early pace at the moment with a 2:18.3. The other big names still to follow and set their times. As we continue to watch Tim come down into Murray's. So look, there's Irish Jim, currently sat in 4th place at the moment with a 2:19.8. Very close behind Fraser there. Now, there is one man I'm expecting big things from in this car, and that is Scooby G. As Jack disconnects yet again. Or does it? Oh no, that's just from earlier, sorry. As Scooby hits the wall. Right, that was from earlier, Jack disconnecting, but he is out on track at the moment, I can guarantee you that. But we're watching Scooby G through the S's and into the dipper. Someone going wide there, I don't know who that is. Not a shock shaft, let's see if I can find it. The verse of it, no. It's not Jack, it's not Tim, not Whitford. Kaboom Boy Extreme, actually. Yes, it is. We continue on with Scooby G. That is Verzo at Half Cape. Yes, he is doing this race at Bathurst as we follow Scooby G up towards the chase. Half Cape firmly supporting Verzo for the night. Make things interesting. As Scooby comes into Murray's. Up over the hill and across the line for Scooby G. Set to 2:20.0. Not what we were expecting here from the championship leader. We got Jack to follow as well. He's about to come across the line. No lights on. Puts in a 2:18.1. Pole position at the moment for Jack TM53 Synopsis. A fantastic little time around Mount Panorama. Tim yet to set a time at the moment, although I think he could go up the field significantly. He puts in a 2:37 as a banker. He'll have to up the pace a bit here. He tries to lay the power down out of Hell Corner. And up Mountain Straight into Quarry Bend. See if we can find someone about to come across the line. Fraser, he'll be a good one to have a look at. In reality, for a lap on board. This is a very tricky car this year. Very, very hard to drive. Super, super hard to drive actually, in all fairness. Comes up towards the line. Let's go on board with him. Go to cockpit. So we're going to Hell's Corner. Down the mountain straight. And up towards Quarry Bend. Through Quarry Bend he comes. A little bit of curb, that puts the car sideways. Very nicely caught that from Fraser. Up towards the cutting. Into the wall on the outside of the cutting, and that is pretty much lap ruin that for Fraser. Hopefully I'll continue on as we go through Griffin's Mount. Up to Reed Park. And down towards Solomon Park. See, he's gradually getting dark. Oh, he's tapped the wall again going into Solomons Park. Down to McPhillamy. And down towards the skyline. The S's. Over the skyline into the S's. Very tricky corner in this car. And then into the dipper. You're down the dipper and now towards Forest Elbow. This tricky off-camber hairpin. Someone's found the ball there. I think that might be Envoy Extreme again. But he carries on. Down the Conrod straight we come. Audis are allowed in this half cape, apart from these type of single make races. To try and even it out a bit, because obviously the four-wheel drive advantage is massive. As we head into the chase now with Fraser. Bit of a late turn in, keep it on the tarmac, try and get the power down to the second half without drifting the car, and almost gone onto the grass. We have gone on the grass on the other side with Fraser. Down towards Murray's Corner for the final, for the end of the lap. A little bit of curb, and that invalidates his lap time, and a bit of a spin, but that would lead him onto the pit straight after that. There's Jack just going towards Skyline out of McPhillamy. Someone in front losing the back end a little bit through the dipper. And a bit of ghosting actually there, so I don't know what that's all about, but Jack is flinging that Sierra around like he's a rally car. Down the Conrod for Jack on this current attempt. He'll get one more. As he goes through the chase and then down to Murray's Corner. And he spins at Murray's Corner, not ideal for him. There's Jamie. Jamie just coming onto the pit straight, so he'll go onto his final lap. What's he done on this one though? Not good enough. Not even improving on his own lap. And there's slider gas at the moment. Slider gas comes out of Murray's Corner for his current attempt. He'll get one more lap, just about get one more lap on this. Cross the line, not good enough. There's Caesar, he could be the first. Oh, no he's not, he's one of the final people to get onto another lap. As was Jim. So who's the first man Do not have a second bite of the cherry. Who's coming into that? One high mofo. Here we go then. Up towards the line. Across he goes, and that is done deal. He ends it in 8th at the moment. Jamie FL30 will be the next man to cross that line. Comes into Murray's corner for the final time. So he stays in second. Jack is not going to finish his current lap. There's Jim. Shockshaft will be the next across that line. Comes across it now, and 11th place he will secure. Slider Gas will be the next man in. He does not complete the lap. Here comes RS Jim. RS Jim doesn't really go anywhere. He stays in 7th. Here comes Envoy Extreme. No, he doesn't. So Jack takes pole position here at Bathurst, followed by Jamie FL30, Slider Gas 28, Caesar 82, Whitford 0, NGR Fraser, Jim in 7th, One High Mofo 8th, Scooby 9th, Versoet is in 10th, Shockshaft 11th, Envoy Extreme 12th, and Tim in 13th. So here we go. On the grid at Bathurst, 11 laps worth is about to happen. And we're green here at Bathurst. For 11 laps, Jack just about gets away. He'll go into hell for the first time in the lead. Jamie will stay 3rd. Slider Gas there. Whitford up into 4th. Caesar 5th at the moment. One High Mofo. Oh, and there's Carnage behind. That is Scooby G. He is round and an absolute wreckfest behind him. I know the game's coming out in November, but people wanted to get a bit early practice in by the scenes of it through hell. And that means it's going to be a very long race for Scooby G. He's now behind Tim, and RS Jim's not gone out of that unscathed either. Big shame for those two. Long race ahead for them. Luckily, it was only on lap number 1. But there goes Jack. He's still in the lead. Slightly gas on the grass there. Going into Solomon Park. As they all go down to McPhillamy for the first time of 11. And behind, that looks like Whitford sideways and T-Bone there by one high mofo. Verzo gets through, and someone on their side. I think that was Whitford on his side, and one high mofo putting him correct again. But now Scooby eyes up a move on one high mofo soon as it comes down to the force elbow on lap number 1. Get a little bit wide that from Whitford through the force elbow. Could give one high mofo a good run down the Conrod straight. RS Jim has already passed Tim for 11th. Envoy Extreme has now disconnected from the lobby, so big shame for him. No points on the board. As they head into Murray's, Jamie right on the tail of Jack here for the lead through hell. Slightly gas in third. There's Fraser, Shockshaft, there's Whitford. Scooby G has got past one high mofo. One high mofo's had a bit of an incident there. He's down to 12th. Behind him, he'll look for a move down to hell. Not quite going to happen though. Back at the front though, and Jamie is hassling Jack for the lead here. Go on board. The championship contender. As they now head through Sir Solomon Park down to McPhillamy. He's lost a bit of time as Jamie. As they go into the S's and into the dipper. Oh, and a bit of tap on the wall for Jamie as we come into the force elbow, and that's not going to help him. Luckily, he just about gets away with it. This is not ideal for Jamie right now. Down the Conrod for the second time. As they head through the chase, up towards Murray's for the second time. Jamie, though, not beginning to get past Jack at the moment. Fraser's running around on his own at the moment. Not ideal for him. Scooby G's up into 6th after a horrible start at the moment. It's been a brilliant comeback drive. Verzowitz had an incident, and he's still having an incident now as we come up into the chase, into the gravel. I wouldn't have said that was the best line for the Sierra. Down to 11 now. I believe Tim has retired. Having a look. Yeah, I think Tim actually ended up disconnecting in the end. So 2 disconnects already in this Bathurst race. But we go ahead towards the front, and only 0.6 of a second cover the top 2. These two just kind of walking away with it right now. as they head up over the skyline into the S's, and Jack has got really sideways. In fact, he's got so sideways he's been T-boned and almost rolled over. He's on his roof. Luckily, he's come down on his wheels. Down to 4th. There he goes. He's in 4th place now after that unfortunate mistake. Could happen to anyone actually down the hill. He's now 8 seconds behind Jamie. Jamie looking to have a bit of an unsaleable lead now with 3 seconds from him to slider gas. But Jack has got some work to do now to get back on the podium. He's got to find 5 seconds on Caesar 82. Which is much easier said than done. Unfortunately, it does spread the field out a little bit. So, let's have a look and see if I can find a few stats a minute. So look, Bathurst, here we go. So Bathurst Group A's, pretty much all of them done in the Sierra Cosmos, as is tradition with this league. We cycled down a few places. Here's Shockshaft. Doing it too badly at the moment. But last season's winner was Omega, who's new. Last season's winner was Scooby G. He's going to have to have one hell of a race. He's up into 5th at the moment, but he'll have one hell of a task to get to the win. But as we speak, Shockshaft and One High Mofa going toe to toe. Shockshaft losing out to One High Mofa down the mountain straight into the quarry bend. Can Shockshaft make any time back up? Doesn't appear so. So that's a nicely done and dusted move by One High Mofo. He'll be looking to go after Whitford. Oh, but a bit of a slide through the cutting there by One High Mofo will not be helping him. The lap record did happen last season, season 11, with Omega, funny enough, a 2:17.4. We didn't even hit that in qualifying, so be interesting to see. And it looks like Jack's had another issue because he's now behind Scooby G. Lost Scooby G, sorry, Fraser. Where's Scooby G? Oh dear, Scooby G's down to 9th. So One High Mofa's had a bit of an incident. So Scooby G down to 9th at the moment, which is not ideal. We'll be losing a lot of points to Jamie here at the moment. Now Caesar 82 carries on. Caesar 82 continues on in 3rd place. He's having a good race at the moment, Caesar. Fraser and Jack, though, now having a bit of a battle. For 4th place, Jack was leading this race, though, so he'll see this as a big opportunity missed. But they come through Solomon Park up towards McPhillamy for the 5th time of 11. As they head down into through the Forest Highway, down the Conrod Straight then for the 5th time of 11. Where Scooby G got back, he's back up into 8th place now. They'll have 10 seconds to get to Whitford. He's having an absolutely awful race right now. Remember, 22-point lead. Now you can get 22 points in a round, which at the moment Jamie will be getting 21. I believe it's 22 for a win. I'll double check that. Yep, 22 points for the night. 20 for the win, 1 for fastest lap, 1 for pole position. Now Jack's already got 1 for the pole position. Unsure as to who has the fastest lap. Let's have a quick look. Fastest lap at the moment. Also going to Jack at the moment with an 18.3. As we continue to watch this battle rage on here for 4th place. Jack right behind Fraser. Shame you can't look behind really on the cars. See the back end move on Fraser's car. Let's put him in the wall, and Jack's through at the cutting. Up into 4th place then for Jack after the back end. Just coming out for Fraser, and he couldn't quite catch it in time, forcing him into the inside barriers of the cutting. And that sounds like an incident, so for someone, that's Jamie. Jamie's had an incident into the S's. Hello? Where is he? I can't see him. Oh! He's upside down. That's why you couldn't see him. Jamie has rolled it. And countless people trying to put it back on, so there he goes. Oh, and he stopped Scooby G literally right in his track. This is not gone well, this for Jamie FL30. Again, another one who is winning and has ended up spinning the car. So Slider Gas now inherits the win at the moment on lap number 7. And Fraser has re-overtaken Jack. So Fraser now running in 3rd place. Slider Gas has 10 seconds, 11 seconds to play with. As they head down towards Quarry Bend for the 7th time. There's Scooby G, there's one high mofo. Jamie up into 9th at the moment. And yet again, another person leads, another person fails to keep it. Now now Slider Gas is right in the line of fire. But Slider Gas set to move up a fair few places. Well, say fair few. He'll get past Jamie FL30. I will double check the point system. I did have it wrote down somewhere. There's Fraser. Fraser just gapping Jack a little bit here by 0.7 of a second as they head through the Forest Highway and onto the Conrod Straight. In the back, there's Verzoet, currently in 10th place on his debut. Not quite the debut he'd have wanted, though, in this category. They come down to Murray's for the 7th time for Fraser and Jack. And on board with Jack again as we go on to lap number 8 of 11. They hit the brakes for Hale Corner. Down the mountain straight, good draft here for Jack. He'll look towards Quarry Bend, maybe for a move. He pulls out alongside. Is he alongside enough? Yes, he is. They hit the brakes for Quarry Bend. Jack slides over the inside. Can he keep the apex? Yes, he can. Fantastic overtake. And is that Caesar 82? Yes, it is. So Caesar 82's made a mistake through Quarry Bend by the seams of it. So this is about to turn into the battle for second place. Can Slidergas fend off the curse of first place at the moment? That's going to be an interesting factor here. Shockshaft had another incident. He's lost time to Verzoet there. As Jack heads through the S's into the dipper. Caesar 82 in his sights. Just 1 second the gap. If there was DRS, which there isn't, he'd be on the verge of activating it down the Conrod. Scooby G in 7th at the moment. I don't think he'll catch Whitford for 6th, so I think this will be his final resting place for the race. Just needs to finish it. Back at the front, and Jack has lost Fraser good and proper. He's nearly 2 seconds ahead of the Renault Esports finalist. One more Jack again, who's coming to Murray's corner for the 8th time of 11. And a big slide from Caesar into the grass, and that is going to be Jack through to second place. Verzoet has disconnected or retired. But Jack now into second place. It's a brilliant recovery drive so far for the man in 5th place in the championship. He is 35 points behind Scooby G. He'll be taking good points out of him in this one. But Slidergas was 24, so he still won't be leading the championship. Scooby G will leave here as championship leader. It just depends, big time, on who's second, who's third. I mean, and how many points as well, because Slidergas now is the main contender to challenge him. But Jack looking down the inside, not quite going to work. So we head over the hill, through Solomon Park, into the wall goes Jack, into the wall goes Caesar. Both making a very similar mistake. And Caesar just a little cut on that, on the S's. Jack continues to hold off. They are gradually closing Slidergas, but it's a little bit too late unless Slidergas has a bit of an issue. I will note at the moment, I think Jack owes me a little bit of a thank you. Every time I've got on board with Jack on his return to the front at the moment, something's always happened to the car ahead of him. Something has always happened to it, and he's always got past. Very, very interesting thing, really, to do. as he heads down into the left-hander up towards hell for the penultimate time. Jack really having to fend off Caesar here. Not many other battles on track at the moment, although Jamie's gradually closing in on one high mofo. That's a be one to keep an eye on though, but at the moment Jack is being rightfully hassled by Caesar 82. Hopefully the reverse doesn't work here for Caesar, because I really do want Jack to do well after disconnecting at Ruin Leasart. I know it's a bit of favouritism from a commentator, but it's always hateful when you end up oh, into the wall goes Jack at Solomons Park. Over to McPhillamy. And now down towards the skyline. And through the S's, Caesar still there, although the back end coming out onto the grass. Luckily saved by the barrier in through the S's and the Dipper. That is going to ruin any sort of challenge for Caesar 82. While this is happening, Jim has closed in on Fraser. Obviously, top three or Sierras is to be expected, as this is a Sierra only race. Let's now head down towards the Conrod Strait. RS Jim looking to hound the back of Fraser for the final lap. And Jamie's already got past one high mofo. Looks like a mistake from one high to warrant that one. And I believe, oh, interesting puff of smoke, but Slide Gas is coming up to lap. Shock Shaft hit. He's on his final lap. The gap closing though, but not enough at the moment. Fraser still has Jim right behind him as they go into hell. Down towards and they go flick it right through the quarry bend for the final time for these two. Jamie gradually getting on the back here of Scooby G, which is going to be very interesting for championship purposes. He can squeeze out that extra 2 seconds between them. Fraser still carrying good pace at the moment in that 4th place. Oh, who's that? That is Caesar 82, I believe, has made a mistake through the S's. That's not ideal from him. And now he's going to have Fraser up his chuff, going down towards the forest elbow. Down the Conrod. For the final time, but we're going to go to the leader. He's about to cross the line. A fantastic race from Slide Gas 28. Season win here at Bathurst. Cool, calm and collected. No accidents at all. Just brought it home. Jack Team 53 Synopsis will come home in 12th. In second place. That's Shock Shaft in 10th. Good recovery that from Jack. Caesar 82 will come home, hopefully in third, but he has got Fraser right behind him. Doesn't want to make a mistake, but that is Jim looking to come alongside Fraser. It's not quite going to work. So it's going to be CZ, Fraser and Jim occupying 3, 4 and 5. 6 for Whitford. Jamie's made another mistake, which has dropped him behind one high mofo again. Whitford 6th, a great effort by him. Scooby G will come home in a 7th place, which is good damage limitation after lap number 1. Fantastic that from Scooby G. Flash of the lights kept on going. One high mofo will take advantage of Jamie's struggles in this race. He'll come home in 8th place. Great race from him, and Jamie with the last ones across the line in 9th. So, provisional results then. Slidergas 28 will come home as the victor here at Bathurst. Jack Team 53 Synopsis in 2nd, CZ82 is in 3rd, Fraser 4th, Jim 5th, Whitford 0 is in 6th, Scooby G 7th, One High Mofo is in 8th, Jamie FL30 is 9th, followed by Jamie FL30 9th and Shockshaft 10th. Verzuit, Tim and Envoy Extreme didn't finish the race. So next week we go to the penultimate round. It's at Alton Park Fosters with the top 4 reversed, which is a fantastic effort. I do like those races. It'll always be a good one, that. However, so join us next week for Alton Park Fosters. It's going to be a cracker. Next up tonight is the Modern Touring Cars live from Algarve in Portugal. So do stay around. It'll be about 10 minutes before that one's on live on this channel. So from myself and the Group A Tours, thank you all for watching, and hopefully you'll join us for next week and also for the moderns very, very shortly in 10 minutes. But thank you all for watching and have a good evening.